It definitely is. As a child, it is something that is just inherent in my birth. I mean, I never questioned my interest in the visual arts. And there is a pro and a con there, but it allowed me to um, know and understand that I would be in this field no matter what. I was extremely passionate about it. There is an association between the Catholic figurative works and perhaps the Talmud and the Jewish artists that were looking for abstraction, like Rothko. They just wanted to get deeper and deeper into the idea of the emptiness of space, and maybe defining emotive characteristics that way. And with the Catholics, it was very specific and it was narrative. But as a child, I loved looking at the Bible, and we had one of those huge ones that was in our living room. I didn't really respond to the spirituality of it, nor did I stay in the Catholic domain for very long at all. In fact, my family's very diverse in that sense. Taking in almost all the religions, as well as people from around the world within our family dynamic. But I did write at one point that I would, maybe by about the age of 5 or 6, that I wanted to be an actress. So we were a family that loved movies and entertainment. And Canadian television aired a lot of the beloved French noir and the French nouveau. So like Francois Truffaut and Jean-Luc Godard and Alan Resnais, like that were, as well as the Hollywood greats. But we were very interested in that, and we were on the East Coast. Therefore, the French influence runs very deep, and that is part of my primary cultural introductions. And I will say that Acadien, which is the French that is spoken in New Brunswick in that particular area, is not Quebecois, but it is a little older, or it feels like a little funkier in some ways, like a little more sur la rue, like sort of the street. And it's just a wonderful influence, and therefore many of the television shows and things that we were introduced to centered French culture. The English culture was not as, it was a little more Americanized, and I don't know, it wasn't as depthful. The French stuff was very, very deep and, moody and mysterious and contemplative and provocative. So that was readily available. So at a very young age, I was also reading Derrida and Marquis de Sade, and who was a comedian and considered a comedian. But it also gave me the basis of feminism, how I developed feminism. So books played a big role. Baudrillard, Baudelaire, all of these wonderful, Paul Oulard, all of these writers that were important.